Hello everyone, my name is Sammy and welcome. And today's video is going to be kind of like a little bit of a sprinkle of videos for Halloween that's coming up. I have a couple videos that I want to post before actually Halloween, just in case maybe they're helpful to you in preparing your costume or trying to fix a costume. But for today's video, I'm going to be trying to make a petticoat using some supplies that I have and just cheaper supplies that I found, just to see if I can make a cheaper petticoat than buying one. And maybe this will help you. So that is what we're going to be doing today. It will most likely be a pretty simple, straightforward process, but of course we'll see. So here we go. This is my plan, okay? So I bought I bought four black tutus from Five Below. They were each $3. And my hope is to turn, using these and some, like, I wouldn't exactly call it tulle, it's more like organza, but I know it's dark blue, but I think it'll be fine. I'm going to use these scraps, which are actually the bottom of one of my prom dresses some years ago. So I'm going to take these and those tutus and try and make a pretty poofy petticoat. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do, because these also feel like they're made out of organza. And my plan is to take these scraps, all right? I'm going to like bunch them up like the whole way, and I even got more scraps in there. I'm going to bunch them up like this, and then I'm going to take one of the tutus. Yeah, it's like 2 layers, okay? But I'm going to take these gathered up things and I'm going to like sew them to the bottom all the way around the tutu to give this a bit more structure. And then I'm going to take the other 3 tutus, probably cut them, and then line them up against this waistband and sew. And I hope that this turns out to be a pretty nice alternative than buying a petticoat. I'm literally just going to hand sew all of these gathers, and I'm going to run it along one side. So one of these will be for one side, and then I have another one over there that will be for the other side. So literally what I'm doing. So I'm just taking it and I'm literally just running through it like this to gather all of this fabric. I finally have this first piece all ruffled up, and now the next thing is to basically line up each seam with the start of the ruffle and put it high enough so this stuff will remain on the inside. And then I'm going to pin everything. All right, sort of like that. I have one side pinned up, so I'm actually going to sew this before I start the next piece. So I'm gonna hope all of this just, you know, shoves into my sewing machine. It is sewn, it is all sewn together, and I tried on this little portion, and oh my gosh, I love how this is turning out so far. This is really working in my opinion so far. But what's left to do is to gather up that piece and attach it to the back. I have done it. It is done. I have sewed and gathered the organza to the skirt all the way around. Oh, I'm so happy with it, actually. I tried it on with my skirt that I plan to use it for, and it looks awesome. Now, for the last steps, are taking these other tutus and I guess basically just like, I don't really know how I want to do this. I guess I'm going to cut it and then add it like over top of this, I think. I bought I bought 3 extras. I don't know if I'm really gonna need all 3 extra of them. Maybe like just 2 will work. Like, kind of how I did with the bottom, like maybe 2 for each side. So maybe I'll cut off the elastic and just try and keep it together like this. Maybe that'll work. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna start cutting and figuring it out, and I will let you know what I decide. I have figured out how to do it and what I need to do, and I didn't need 3 extra skirts. I basically only needed 2, but hey, now I have an extra one for whatever reason. But depending on your size difference, you may need 3. This is basically what I did. I took it and flipped it inside out. I found the side with the tag, just cut down that line like so. And I just cut the portion with the tag off. What had happened was I realized that the elastic started pulling off super easily. So I finished taking off the elastic by either cutting it, or you could use a seam ripper. So that's what I'm gonna do here. After all the elastic is off, I'll take more gathering stitches and I'll just stitch this by hand and just gather up the fabric again. Once all of the fabric is gathered, I'm simply just going to pin it to the elastic. I pin each side down first, and then I try and find the middle, and I will pin that down. And I don't pin it all the way to the top. I sort of just pin it to the bottom of these already gathers. So once that is done, I will then try and find the middle of that and the middle of this one. And then it is off to shove all of these layers under the sewing machine. Guys, we did it. It is done, and I am so happy with how it looks. So basically, for reference, this was the before, and then this is the after. Oh my gosh. Now from the camera you might not be able to tell, but this is pretty poofy. I am really happy with this. This will definitely work for my one skirt that I have somewhere. I haven't tried it with the other skirt because I basically had like 2 things that I needed a black small petticoat for. So this will definitely work for the one skirt. I have to try it on for the other skirt, but hopefully this will definitely work. This was awesome though. This was awesome. And it basically only costed me like $6 to make, or sorry, $9, because I have 3 of those black tutus in this, and then the stuff, like this stuff, was free. I mean, any sort of tulle would work. Honestly, there's tulle usually during the holidays that you get at the dollar store. Typically there's usually black color around Halloween. You could get that and do the same thing. I even have like these 2 pieces of tulle, like rolls. They came from Goodwill like a while back. But pretty much any cheaper option tulle could work, especially since it's going to be underneath there, so it doesn't have to be the most prettiest. I think this worked really well. I'm really happy with this. Now, since this is like a shorter petticoat, it will only work for like smaller skirts, and not really like if you want like a full length skirt to have a little bit of poof. This might not do enough. You might actually need like a fuller petticoat, but I am so happy with this. This will work for what I have, you know, what I have in mind, and it only cost me about $9, which is definitely cheaper than any of the other petticoats that I found. So that is awesome. So I think that is, I'm just gonna toss it over there. I think that is pretty much about it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. Please take care of yourself, drink plenty of water, eat food. My finger just cracked. Eat good food, do some stuff that you enjoy, take some time for yourself, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.